بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن تمسك بسنته بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد، فيسأل السائل: ما حكم وماذا تقول عن أخذ العلم بدون شيخ، أي من وسيلة الكتب. So one of the brothers, they ask, what's the ruling, or rather, what do you say with regards to seeking knowledge without a teacher? With regards to seeking knowledge without a teacher. فنقول له يا إخوان أولا وأبدا. So we say first and foremost, أخذ العلم بدون شيخ هذا ليس من الأصل. So we say firstly يا إخوان that seeking knowledge without a teacher, without a sheikh, is not from the origin. الأصل يا إخوان بالنسبة إلى أخذ العلم أن يأخذ طالب العلم عن الشيخ. The origin is for the student of knowledge to take knowledge from the sheikh, from the scholar, from the teacher. هذا جائز إذا العبد والطالب يأخذ العلم من الكتب يستفيد ويقرأ ويحفظ، لكن هذا ليس من الأصل. So the student of knowledge يا إخوان, she can read from books. She can benefit herself from books. He can memorize from books. They can study from books, but that's not the origin. قراءة شيء واستفادة شيء وأخذ العلم شيء. Reading from a book is one thing. Deriving benefit is something else. But seeking knowledge, taking knowledge from, is something else. أخذ العلم لابد أن يؤخذ العلم من أهل العلم. Taking knowledge is a must, that the person takes such knowledge from the people of knowledge. والأصل أن يأخذ طالب العلم من العلماء. هذا الأولى. Another origin is that the student of knowledge takes his knowledge from the people of knowledge, from the scholars. وطلاب العلم لا يدخلون في تعريف أهل العلم أبدا. And the students of knowledge are not included in the definition of the people of knowledge. قال بعض طلبة العلم نعم، وقال بعض طلبة العلم أن طلاب العلم يدخلون في تعريف أهل العلم، وهذا ليس بالصحيح. Now there are some students of knowledge, we want to be fair, there are some students of knowledge who have this position that the students of knowledge are from the people of knowledge. لكن من أهل العلم من السلف، من أئمة الأربعة، من الصحابة، من التابعين، ومن أتباع التابعين، ومن الأئمة الذين جاءوا بعدهم قالوا هذا القول. However, although some students of knowledge say this, who from the companions said that? Who from the tabi'un said that? Who from the atba' tabi'in said that? And who from the imams that came after them said that the students of knowledge are from the people of knowledge. ذكر الله سبحانه وتعالى مرتين في الكتاب، جاء في سورة الأنبياء وجاء في سورة النحل. ذكره الله تعالى مرتين في القرآن. Allah mentions 2 times in the Quran. Allah mentions in Surah Nahl, and Allah also mentions in Surah Al-Anbiya. Allah mentions in Surah Nahl, and Allah mentions also in Surah Al-Anbiya. قال فاسألوا أهل الذكر إن كنتم لا تعلمون. Al-Ayah. Allah says, ask the people of knowledge when you don't know. Ask the people of knowledge when you don't know. Wa alaikum salam. Hello, brothers. Sound like a sheikh?
I want to be just like you.
Inshallah, may Allah bless you. May Allah bless you. طيب. He said, I want to be like you. I said, rather, I want to be like you. Young, coming to the masjid, coming to the salah, memorizing. Allahu Akbar. أين نحن من هؤلاء? Where are we from them, يا إخوان? الصغار يصلون في الجماعة يحضرون دروس يحفظون الكتاب الله وسنة نبي. The youth, they come to the prayer on their own. MashaAllah, may Allah make us like them. They come to the salah on their own. They attend these classes. They memorize the Quran. They memorize the Sunnah. They study Arabic from the youth. May Allah make us like them, ya ikhwan. طيب, أين نحن? Where are we, ya ikhwan? طيب. So Allah Ta'ala, He says 2 times. فَاسْأَلُوا أَهْلَ ذِكْرِ إِن كُنْتُمْ لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. Ask the people of knowledge when you don't know. طيب. فما هو المراد هنا؟ Allah Ta'ala يأمر من لا يعلم أن يسألوا من يعلم. So in this ayah, Allah is commanding those who don't know to ask those who know. السلام عليكم. طيب, هل مطلوب هنا يا إخوان أن يسأل السائل أي شيء أي شخص ما لأنه لا يجهل؟ الجواب لا. Is the intent here that Allah is saying ask anyone when you don't know? Ask anyone who knows? أو هل يوجه الله سبحانه وتعالى الذين لا يعلمون أن يذهبوا إلى صنف معين من الناس إلى صنف معين من الناس? Or is Allah commanding us, directing us to go to a certain type of people, a certain class of people? الجواب لابد. The answer is لا شك, no doubt about it. في هذه الآية, in this ayah, إخوان, يأمر الله سبحانه وتعالى من لا يعلم أن يسأل العلماء. أن يسأل العلماء. In this ayah, Allah is commanding those who don't know to ask the scholars. كما قال ابن عباس, كما قال مجاهد, كما قال غيرهما رحمهم الله تعالى. As Ibn Abbas used to say, أهل العلم هم العلماء وأهل الفقه, that the people of knowledge are the scholars and the scholars of al-fiqh. وكما قال مجاهد أهل العلم أهل العلم هم العلماء وأهل الفقه والأمراء. أو كما قال مجاهد رحمه الله تعالى. As Mujahid used to say, the people of knowledge, they are the scholars and the scholars of al-fiqh and the scholars who are in charge of the affairs of the people. وغيرهما, and other than them. فالأصل من أخذ العلم يا إخوان أن يأخذ هذا العلم عن العلماء عن أهل العلم. هذه الأولى. So the origin once again of taking knowledge is that you take the knowledge from the people of the knowledge, the scholars. This is the first issue. فالفرق يا إخوان بين من أن يأخذ العلم مباشرة عن العلماء ومباشرة عن الكتب. There's a big difference here, إخوان, from taking the knowledge from the people and taking the knowledge from the books. أولا, firstly, إذا نأخذ العلم عن الكتب فلماذا أرسل الله سبحانه وتعالى إلى الناس الأنبياء والرسل? If we're going to take the knowledge from the books, then why did Allah Ta'ala send down prophets and messengers to mankind? إذا نأخذ العلم عن الكتب لماذا أرسل الله سبحانه وتعالى الأنبياء والرسل? So if we're going to take the knowledge from the books just like that, why did Allah, from His wisdom, send to mankind prophets and messengers? الكتب يا إخوان لا تصحح مباشرة. لا. Books won't correct immediately. كم منا قرأنا صفحة واحدة من أي باب ما من الكتب ونظن أننا نفهم هذا أو هذه الصفحة، لكن نظن أننا نفهمها لكن نخطئ في الفهم. هذا يقع كثيرا. How many times do you find we read a book, we read a page from a specific chapter of a book, any page, and we think we're understanding this page correctly, but in reality we're not. We think we're understanding it. فكيف تصحح الصفحة فهمنا? So how can the page correct our understanding? الكتب لا تصحح أبدا مباشرة. Books will never correct a person immediately, never. لكن العلماء إذا لا عبد لا يفهم مسألة ما، العلماء موجودون. العلماء يصححون، يبينون الخطأ، ماذا يفرقون بين الخطأ والصواب. But the scholars, الله أكبر الله أكبر. But the scholars, they correct. If the person doesn't understand, the people of knowledge correct. They clarify. They differentiate between that which is correct and that which is incorrect. والأصل يا إخوان من فعل الصحابة كانوا يأخذون العلم مباشرة عن النبي. هذا هو الأصل. The companions of the Messenger عليه الصلاة والسلام, they used to take the knowledge directly from the Prophet of Allah. إذا فهموا شيئا مخطئا النبي يصححهم. If they understood something incorrectly, the Prophet would correct them. طيب. فالفرق بين القراءة والاستفادة وأخذ العلم. So there's a difference between reading, deriving benefit, and take it from the people of knowledge. Our brother says, don't lie to people. Who are you talking about, ya akhi? Our brother Markaz Abu Aisha, he says, don't lie to people. Lie to people about what, ya akhi? What am I lying about people for? Two. Huh? Who? Our brother says, عرفناك, we know you, you're Hizbi. طيب. I don't know who you are يا أخي. I don't know who you are. أنا لا أعرفك أصلا. I don't know you. وأنا لا أضيع وقتي معك. And I'm not going to waste my time with you. However, إذا تريد أن تتكلم في مسألة ما لا بأس يمكننا. But if you want to discuss an issue, let's discuss. But for you to say a person is Hizbi that you don't know, لعلك لا تعرفني. Perhaps you don't know me. لأنني لا أعرفك and I don't know you. هل أنت تعرف معنى الحزبي? Do you know the meaning of حزبي? هل أنت تعرفني أولا? Do you even know me? وقلت أنني أكذب. Then you say I'm lying. ماذا أكذب عن؟ وعن ماذا أكذب? What am I lying about? طيب إذا أنت ترجع إلى أقوال العلماء وكتب العلماء لا تجد نفس الكلام. How you doing today? If you go back to the books of the scholars and the words of the scholars, you will see the same. ارجع إلى كتب العثيمين وإلى كتب الفوزان وإلى كتب الشيخ مقبل رحمه الله لا تجد نفس الكلام. أنا أستنبط هذا الكلام من هؤلاء. If you go back to Sheikh Uthaymeen, Sheikh Ibn Baz, Sheikh Fawzan, Sheikh Muqbil rahimahumullah, that's where I'm deriving this speech from. That the origin of seeking knowledge is not from the books. If you say that's a lie, then في رأيك أنت هذا كذب. Then in your opinion that's a lie. في رأيي أنا أوافق مع هؤلاء العلماء. But I agree with those scholars. طيب, our brother says, I give you the hadith about pictures. As I mentioned to you, ya akhi, mention one of the Salaf who says that hadith that you said, one of the Salaf. And when you wrote that, I called you on the phone. أنت كتبت لي على الفيسبوك هذا الحديث صحيح. أنا اتصلت بك بعد ذلك مباشرة. After you wrote that hadith, I called you. طيب. أنا سألتك نفس السؤال. أنا أسألك الآن. And I ask you the same question I'm asking you now. اذكر لي صحابيا واحدا تابعيا واحدا أتبع تابعيا واحدا أو إماما واحدا من السلف يقولون واستدلوا بهذا الحديث أن أخذ الصورة من الكاميرا حرام واستدلوا بهذا الحديث. اذكر واحدا. And I mentioned to you the same statement I'm mentioning to you now. Say whatever you wish, but speak the truth. Say whatever you wish, speak the truth. You mentioned the hadith, I called you. I asked you the same question I'm asking you right now. I said to you, this hadith you're mentioning, mention one companion, mention one tabi'i, mention one atba'u tabi'in, just one of them, who uses this hadith to show taking pictures is haram. Just mention one. إذا تصدق أمام الله تعالى لا يمكنك. If you're going to be truthful in the sight of Allah, I guarantee you can't do so. إذا تصدق أمام الله. If you're going to be truthful, whoever this Abu Aisha is, Markaz Abu Aisha is, mention, if you're going to be truthful, I guarantee you can't mention one companion that said this hadith shows taking pictures is haram. That you can't mention one tabi'i that said this hadith shows taking pictures is haram. Many of the ulama say this hadith has nothing to do with pictures. But generally, you can benefit from that, but it has nothing to do with pictures. Many of them say it's not talking about a camera or a device or a machine. It's talking about sculpting with your hand. It's talking about fashioning idols with your hands, or with a pen or inkwell, or how the Quraysh used to come together and make dates, make their idols out of dates. There was no camera there. So I mentioned to you, just mention one. And now you have the nerve to say, I lied? I called you on the messenger. I don't have your number. I don't know you. I don't know you. Whoever Markaz Abu Aisha is, I don't know you. And la arifuka, I don't know you. And perhaps you don't know me. Perhaps. طيب. At any rate, اتصلت بك أنا اتصلت بك أنا. I called you. I called you. Abla al-messenger. And I'm saying the same thing I said on the messenger. And I can show you the audio. I voiced it. I recorded my voice to you. You said you were driving, you were traveling, you couldn't talk. Like sometimes, ya ikhwan, it's like a waste of time. You're defending positions that are not even your positions. If you go back to the people of the past, that's all I said to you. So how am I lying? I asked you, mention one of the companions. I asked you, mention one of the tabi'un. I asked you, mention one of the atba'u tabi'in. I asked you, mention one of the imams that said this hadith Aisha, hadith ibn Mas'ud, that's in Bukhari or Muslim, shows that taking pictures is haram. Just one. And you have the nerve to say, I lied? How? A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. How? I called you and asked you. طيب, at any rate, it's a waste of time sometimes to talk about this one and talk about that one and refute this and refute that. There's no time, ya ikhwan. And then when you come to them and ask them for a proof, they get offended. They get offended. I remember talking to one of the Germantown brothers, and I said, give me one proof to what you're saying. And he says, you're arrogant. I said, how is that takabbur? How is that arrogance? That's the opposite of arrogance. And as'aluka dalilan. I'm asking you for your proof. إذا كلامك صحيح فعندك دليل. If your speech is true, you have some proof. طيب. والله أعلم. May Allah Ta'ala make it easy, يا إخوان. وأنا لا أعرف هذا الأخ. And I don't even know this brother. ويمكنني أن أضع رقمي أو إيميلي. يمكنك أن تتصل بي ونتكلم عن أي مسألة ما. كما تريد أنت. And I can leave you my number here. I can leave you my email. No problem. If you want to discuss, we're brothers. Inshallah ta'ala, we're brothers. If you want to have a conversation, let's have a conversation. But I'm not going to waste my time. There's no time. It's already asr. There's no time. There's no time to waste. All I said to you was, mention one of the companions, one of the tabi'un, one of the atba' tabi'in who said that this hadith shows that taking pictures with your phone or iPad or computer is haram. Perhaps you have knowledge I don't have. Give me one of the companions. Did Aisha say that? No. Did Abu Hurairah say that? No. Did Abu Bakr say that? No. Did Ali say that? No. Give me one of the companions that said that. That's all I asked you. Don't get offended. Answer. Allah Ta'ala, He says, قُلْ هَاتُوا بُرْهَانَكُمْ إِن كُنْتُمْ صَادِقِينَ. Al-ayah. Allah says, say to them, O Muhammad, bring your proof, if you're truthful. If you're truthful, bring your proof. Alhamdulillah. But to say I'm lying and I asked you for your proof, may Allah help us, ya ikhwan. طيب, على كل, at any rate, ya ikhwan. And I get it, ya ikhwan. Sometimes the brothers, we have this fanaticism to certain students and certain masajid. أنا لا أوافق مع هذا أبدا. I don't agree with that ever. لكن يقع, but that happens. Perhaps that happens, ya ikhwan. That happens. لكن علينا أن نصدق. But we have to be truthful. We have to be truthful to the best of our ability. أنا سألته دليلا فقط. I just asked him for ليس دليلا عن واحد من الصحابة وعن واحد من التابعين وواحد من أتباع التابعين يقولون من هذا الحديث أنه يدل على أن أخذ التصوير من الكاميرا حرام. I just asked him from this hadith that he sent, mention one companion, one tabi'i, one atba'u tabi'i that said this hadith shows taking a picture with your phone or camera device is haram. Perhaps he got offended there. And Allah Ta'ala knows best. Sometimes when you ask the people for their proof, ya ikhwan, they tend to get offended. Wallahu alam. Assalamu alaikum. At any rate, that's my brother. I want good for him also. And may Allah bless you all, ya ikhwan. So we hope there was some benefit in that. Bismillah wa salatu wa salam wa rasulillah. Allahumma salaka mana rahmatik. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.